Good morning. How you guys doing today? It's Anita Gibson, and I am a coach, educational strategist, and author of the book Starfinder. And it's good to see you this morning. I just wanted to say thank you again to those who were able to come out to my book launch and PXL's open house. It was amazing this weekend, and we had a blast. And so hopefully you'll be able to make it the next time. So today, I want to come in just for a few minutes and ask you a question. Why are you all over the place? You know what I mean? It's like you're just running here, running there, doing this, doing that. How do you end up doing all of that? So I have a coach, a nonprofit coach, and one day we were doing a session, and she said to me, Anita, you are obviously very, very busy. You're doing a lot. You're over here, you're over there, you're on this social media, you're doing this event, you're doing, this over here. She said, but I have a question for you. And so I was like, okay. And she said, so where's your ROI? Where is your return on investment? What is the fruit of all of that busyness? And she caught me off guard because she was right. I was working hard. And I thought I was doing what I should be doing. But when she asked the question, where is the return on investment? I realized that I was doing the wrong work. And it just really shut me down for a minute because I decided that I would rather do no work than the wrong work. And so I stopped doing just about everything. And I began to search out, why was I all over the place? I began to take a look at the things that I was doing. I saw that I still didn't really have clarity about what I was doing. And so I just really began to do some more research. I did some soul searching. I did some praying, and I was just still. I was still until I had clarity. And I want to encourage you as a mom. Sometimes we get so busy just doing stuff that we don't even realize that what we're doing is not even effective. And so I really want to encourage you as a mom to really just take a moment and decide if the things that you're doing are effective. Good morning, Yamale. Is what you're doing effective, or are you just running all over the place doing activities and with no understanding of the value of them? And so as I began to take a look at all the busyness and all the stuff that I was doing, as I began to realize how tired I was, and as I began to pull back, I made some decisions. And there were some things I wasn't going to do anymore. It didn't matter what anybody else thought about it. I had to rethink, okay, what are the things I really want to do? Whether I make money at them or not, what's in my heart? What's the thing I will get up and do every morning, regardless to whether someone paid me or not, or I had some type of benefit or not from it. Once I figured that out, and then what is it that I really have been called to, and I began to hone in on that vision, I became more effective. And as moms, sometimes there's things we're doing them out of guilt, we're doing them out of worry, we're doing them out of fear. We haven't really figured out what are we really supposed to be doing with that child. When our kids were coming up, we had 3, and we really tried hard to be, fair, which I don't like that word because fair is hard, but to be able to give each of them similar kinds of things. we just didn't have the ability just to run all over the place doing all these activities. And so everybody got to pick one thing that we would commit to as a family, to attend their games or to be a part of, whatever the volunteering was, one thing. And I felt so guilty sometimes because other families were doing so many more things. But as I began to pray and ask God to confirm to us what those one things should be for each child, I found a level of peace coming into my life. Because now I wasn't running all over the place, keeping my fingers crossed, hoping that I got it right. I actually was able to be still and allow God to speak to me and to tell me what was important, regardless of what anybody else thought about it. And once I was able to do that, it brought a level of rest and peace to me and to the family. And so you just can't be all over the place. The world is created to spin us out of control. The world is made to get us so busy that we are not focused on God and what He wants us to do for us and for our children. So tonight, picking back up on my meetup that I do monthly called The Fantastic Failures of an Average Mom. And we're going to be talking about comparison and how it's the thief of joy. And so please feel free to come out and hang out with us at Wegmans from about 7 to 8. The Wegmans over near Landover. And so we'll be there for about an hour, hanging out, talking about comparison and how it's the thief of joy. And how we, as moms, should have peace and joy right in the midst of wherever we are. That's God's design for us. Is that even though life is up and down, He wants to give us a peace that creates stability in the midst of the up and down. And I want to talk with you about how I've been able to accomplish that, raising 3 children. And so thank you again for everybody who was able to come out to the book launch and to the open house. And Lord willing, I'll see some of you guys tonight. So have a fantastic day. And please take the time to ask yourself, why am I running all over the place? All right, guys. Love you.